educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Colorado's real estate authority. That is Barb Schlinker. Barb is a retired Navy veteran. Barb Schlinker is an author. She's a pilot, and Barb and her team enjoy all that Colorado and the Front Range have to offer. Barb, always great to be talking with you. Now, we air your real estate voice every Saturday, and if you can't listen to the entire show, it's always available by just going to Barb's site, barbhasthebuyers.com, or just search Barb Schlinker. You'll find her on most of the popular podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, that sort of thing. Every week, your real estate voice covers great information about the housing market and one of the largest assets most people have, their home. Barb, what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, I'm excited about today's show, Richard, because we're going to cover some important things that I think that my listeners out there should hear about. First of all, I believe the Colorado real estate market is really showing some signs of weakening. We're all the showings have slowed down substantially or almost gone away. It's like, what happened to the buyers? And I know the interest rate has an impact on it and also the season. However, we're going to deep dive into that and we'll talk about the numbers. We're also going to talk about what are the most common questions asked by home sellers and the answers. I get a lot of questions from home sellers. People call me all the time asking for advice for other real estate agents' clients. So I thought I'd share some of that with you and just give you insight of what the questions are and what my answer would be. Also, this question was probably the more prominent one that we're getting is, how do I know if my agent's doing a good job selling my home? Because, people don't do this every day. They don't know what is supposed to be done. And in fact, in the industry, there is no standardization whatsoever to be a real estate agent. It's 1 month of school. You go hang your license with a broker, and the broker says, go sell, figure it out, bring me some of that commission. That was my experience when I started. I don't think it's changed that much over the years. And the last topic I'm going to talk about is something very unique: how to sell your home in 1 hour. And of course, I love highlighting my hot new listings. Richard?
Barb, now the Fed is keeping mortgage rates high. The market does not seem to be as robust as it was just a year ago. So, what is the latest in the real estate market?
Well, everybody's been talking about mortgage rates. It's been all over the news. And actually, last 2 weeks ago, the rates went up as high as just over 8%, which absolutely created all kinds of demand destruction on this market. When I checked this morning, the rates were at 7.38%. So I think there's a little bit of supply and demand with rates. If they don't see mortgage applications, they kind of roll back those prices. And actually, I heard on the news this morning, some people are projecting that the Fed may lower the rates over the next year as many as 3 or 4 times. So that's really good news for everybody. It means the homes are going to sell, the buyers get a better payment, and it goes from there. But the prices haven't quite given way yet. If you look at places like Boulder, Fort Collins, there's some of the highest priced homes that are not on the coast in the country. And prices are actually up from a year ago. This past month, our prices went up. Inventory is kind of holding its own. But here's the kicker. In the Denver metro area, the volume of sales is down by 17%. In the Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak region, the volume of sales is down by 24%. So no more can these home sellers start, hoping for multiple offers and dogpile of buyers bidding way up over asking prices. Just not going to happen. Also, the average days on market has gone up to 45 days in the Pikes Peak region. So if you go back and you look at the history of where the market has gone, now our prices peaked out in April of 2022. And then when the Fed raised rates so fast last year, it actually in the Pikes Peak region caused the market values to dip by 11% in just about 6 months. However, since that time, since February through June, the prices went up. Then it went down in July, then up in August, and down in September, and up in October. So it's kind of holding its own, more or less. And I think there are some buyers that are actually sitting on the sideline going, I'm waiting for the prices to come down. And to be honest with you, because of supply and demand, I don't see that happening unless we get another 70s era interest rate extravaganza where they go up to 12, 13, 14, 17%. I've talked to many people that were buying houses at that time and had extraordinary mortgage payments. However, they also had lower sales prices. So we're running into this affordability gap that we have between what the buyer can afford payment wise and what the asking price is. And something is going to give. I'm seeing it in my listings right now. The volume of showings is far down, except for the lower price listings. And as people are looking backwards on historic sales going, well, how come my house isn't going to sell as much as that home does? And it's a different market. That's why. Then you also have the new construction part of this. So the builders are, they're really knocking it out of the park, in my view. They have actually captured a lot of market share since the rates went up. And it's partly because they have the resources and the scales to offer big incentives to the buyers. Like one of the local builders offers the buyer $17,000 to do with what they want if they purchase one of their homes. They could lower the price. They could buy down the interest rate. They could upgrade the home. That is amazing. And so they're definitely pulling away from the resale market because buyers absolutely do love brand new homes with all the new bells and whistles, even though they may not get a spectacular lot like they did in the past. And that it's helped them. They've actually picked up percent of market share. They went from 14% to 33% in just a year. Now, inventory is going up. Prices, I think, in my opinion, if I had the crystal ball and it was right, I would think that the prices are probably going to correct down a little bit over the next 4 months, but who knows what's going to happen in the spring. So we'll see. However, at any time in the market, it doesn't matter if the rates are high or if, it's a distressed market, it makes no difference. I was in the business back in 2008 when the meltdown started. And there were agents that got stuck with all these listings at this time because they were asking retail and nobody was buying retail, but there were homes selling like hotcakes. So if the seller knew how to price the home, uber, what I call realistically versus optimistically, they would win every time. Let me give you an example. I just sold a gentleman's home down in the southwest part of town. And with that home, it was not so big, nice floor plan, not remodeled, and it needed work. The boiler's old, it needs some work. And this seller just didn't want to spend his retirement updating the home. He's like, I just want it as is. I just want to get out of the trap and not be worried about maintaining a home. So he decided to price the home very, very realistically. And just a few weeks ago, we had 87 people at the 1 hour open house. I was able to present to him 7 offers and it sold for retail. It's all about positioning and planning. And I know how to do that. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. And I just looked up some stats. They're a little bit old. These are probably a month older than what the Pikes Peak MLS has given us. But basically, there are still some homes selling above list price if they are priced right. However, 36+% of the homes had to drop their price because they were overpriced. And the average list price to sales price now is closer to 2%. So I think as we go forward into the winter months, we're going to see the people that decide to price their home, what I call realistically versus optimistically, are going to win every time. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm the broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Barb has the buyers team. I'm also the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice. And we're talking about this interest rate and how it impacts the market right now, and how I kind of think we might have a little tiny bit of a correction if people don't price their homes correctly. And next up, we're actually going to be talking about what sellers should expect and what they should do in this new market condition. So if you are thinking of making a move, go to barbhasthebuyers.com. I have over 27,686 buyers in waiting on my website. I'd love to sit down and talk with you, give you a good idea what your home will sell for, give you tips on what to do and what not to do to get your home sold, and go over all the closing costs so you know exactly how much you're going to put in your pocket. Go to barbhasthebuyers.com or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
Barb, we're discussing the current real estate market and how people can be prepared if they want to buy or to sell. So, what should home sellers expect and do in a market situation like this one?
Well, number one, I'd recommend that you price it right. You have to look at the whole market, not just what has sold in your neighborhood. You got to look at what your competition is. And that's what we help our clients do. We also, I think it's a good idea to be like a builder, offer some incentives or do something to get people in the door, because most of these homes are very nice and they should be able to sell quickly. However, buyers are finding better choices out there. Be very aggressive with your pricing and make sure you pick the right agent that knows how to help you position the home so you get top dollar. And that's what we do for our sellers. So if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. And there's all kinds of links on my website. Anything will allow you to put your contact information, and we'd love to help you and get started. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker. She is your real estate voice and the host of the program. This is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty's program. And if you're thinking of making a move, call Barb 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about the most common questions that are asked by home sellers, and Barb will have the answers. Stay tuned for that.